In the last couple of days, I felt just about every emotion on the negative side of the spectrum, right? I have felt rage, just pissed off. I felt sadness and I guess melancholy, apathy. I have felt fear. But the emotion I did not expect to experience, especially this fast in the process, was one of satisfaction, even though it is just the slightest bit of satisfaction, and even a bit of, I guess I could call it joy. You know what I mean? Not necessarily happiness, but, as much as we lean on the word of God and as much as, we hold out hope in real life, when things like this happen, it damn near feels impossible. Even if it's just for moments, it feels like we just let go for a little bit. But, in the midst of that, I found myself laughing. And the reason is simple. And I want to share that reason with you guys out there. There have been folks out there who have been doing the all important work of making sure that there is some level of not ramifications necessarily, but even more so just accountability to the people who have used Charlie's murder as a reason for them to celebrate and them egging this on. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I believe that those who create greater levels of threat, or who are threatening people's lives actively and calling on these things, they should be dealt with the old FB and the I, right? Or the OD, the O, and the J. They need to be dealt with in the court of law. But then there are others out there who are being dealt with in a social way. More specifically, jobs gone. So today we're just going to go ahead and get through a compilation that I created. But I want to start off with, I think this is like, the top tier, creme de la creme. This is the definition of liberal tears when we speak of liberal tears. This was the very first video I came across of, this glorious sequence that we're now in a few days after Charlie was taken from us.
Fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my 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 job. I have nothing but this. I have nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. Ah! 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 Ah!
They ain't been this pissed since Trump won. Y'all remember that? We had like 2 weeks straight of liberals crying on TikTok. This is good stuff.
No!
Yes. Yes, actually. Yes.
Fuck! 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 Oh my god.
It hits the same the second time. Damn near even better. So, look, I know there's some people out there who feel that this is wrong. Shame on us for stooping this low. To y'all, I say this. Okay, on one side, you have an innocent man who is massacred in front of his wife and children for his opinion, a correct opinion, a right opinion, for telling the truth, right? And on the other side, you have people who are being fired from jobs that likely are better off without them. Because if you have these types of individuals working for you, like me as an employer, if I found out that your character is aligned with this sort of madness, I don't want you in my organization, period. And if somebody warned me, I would thank them. In the same way, before you get in a relationship, if somebody told you the truth and it was going to spare you from whatever ramifications were going to come as a part of you becoming involved with this person, you would thank that person in the long term. So yeah, I don't believe in, the doxing of people's family members. There was a video of a guy who pulled up to somebody's wife's job. She was a stay-at-home mom, surprisingly, coming from the liberals, right? Go figure. Some of them still actually are having babies instead of destroying them in the womb. But yeah, you have this guy pulls up to this woman's husband's business, and I don't believe in that type of stuff necessarily. I do believe in self-defense, and I do believe in taking necessary action by law or creating the necessary laws to deal with these people, right? But this is the difference between us and them. And yes, I'm going to make that clear distinction. I mean, those who stand for what is righteous and those who stand for what is wicked. People don't like that divisiveness. Guess what? Then God is divisive. God is for righteousness and against wickedness. So what are we talking about here? And, speaking on God's righteousness, we still know that it is for the Almighty to deal with these individuals, how they're going to be dealt with. And they've done it to themselves. It's not like God is punishing them for any other reason than these people have gone against the natural law. Simple as that, right? They have deviated from God's path, period. And you don't have to be a religious individual to understand that. When somebody deviates from the path of life and instead they become a death cult, like much of the left has become, then what are the ramifications of that? I do not pity these people whatsoever. I don't envy them either, right? But I don't feel bad that they're getting fired from their jobs. I feel that a boss is being done a justice. So we're about to get into the longer compilation. Again, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So let me go ahead and bring this up for us. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
So y'all got me fired from my job.
Yes.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
So I've lost my job.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
Fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my job.
Yes.
I was just fired from my job.
The Oscar
I was just fired from my fucking job.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
So I was just fired from my job.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired. You're fired.
Wait. I missed that one. I can't play the music in the background there, but when you get fired because you went viral on TikTok, bull nose. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Fired. Get out. You're fired.
I definitely can't play that one. What is this? Assistant Dean of Students at MTSU has been fired effective immediately following vile comments celebrating Charlie's. Did you guys notice the trend of teachers? Teachers. Those who we have put in charge of our children's lives. These people are psychopaths. Not all teachers, of course. There's many lovely, wonderful teachers and have nothing but, the most affection for y'all. But there are countless insane teachers. I want to sit down with the teachers willing to talk on camera and share their experiences in academia and this liberal leftist mentality and, them existing in that while not being of it. Or even if you left it, I am so curious. And I'm going to be getting into this in another video that I'm going to be recording later today. But, what the hell is going on over there? Okay. So, yeah.
Get out. You're fired.
Meet Haley Curdell, a 911 dispatcher from Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
You're fired.
Healthcare
Get
as well.
out. You're fired.
What the hell, healthcare? Who is this? Carolina.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
Okay, so now I have the longer form videos. We'll give them a little bit of a megaphone, right? Because most of the time, all they really want is to be heard. And since we do have an appetite for liberal tears, we will go ahead and hear them out. And we might learn something along the way. Obviously not from them, but I'm pretty sure you catch what I'm throwing. Let's get into it.
So I've lost my job. I got called into the office yesterday Um, and I kind of felt like something was off, but they called me in the office yesterday, and after I finished like half through the work, and told me that they could either fire me or I could put a resignation in, but that would look better. But they fired me, or they're getting rid of me because of my TikTok.
Oh, bless your heart.
And the book post. Somebody screenshot a lot of my TikToks.
Not
and
accountability. Oh, no.
Wrote a nasty letter, and in my Facebook screenshot those and mailed them to the office my boss.
Not somebody sending in to your boss exactly what you said on the internet. Oh no. Oh, Susan Becky Anthony the first. How could they? I'm heartbroken, she says. I'm heartbroken. You know, I mean, yeah, sure, wishing death upon the innocent man. His life was taken for an opinion. I'm heartbroken because I'm fired for my own actions.
So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got up early this morning and started throwing stuff outside to sell it. People's come, $1 here, $1 there. I just don't know. I don't know what to do.
Maybe, just maybe, I would suggest to become a decent human being with the slightest bit of humanity, and these types of things would never happen to you, Darla. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it Darla, okay? We get real stereotypical over here.
I just know that this 2 years has been bad. It's been bad. I mean, just one thing after another.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Everybody else's fault. One thing after
another. So, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I keep saying. I just don't know. It's not fair. I think it's unfair. That somebody would be that malicious to do that to me.
Oh, so malicious, girl.
I would never hurt anybody.
Oh, no, but you would, of course, you would wish that a man whose life was taken for absolutely nothing would be dead, wouldn't you, Darla? But of course, you would never wish no harm on not even a fly. No, man, me.
Not like that. Not intentionally like that. But somebody did that, and I think it's somebody that works in the office. I mean, why? I'm nice. I am a genuinely nice person. I'm nice to everybody.
Everybody. I'm tolerant. I'm loving. I'm accepting. Okay? Now, screw those fascist bastards, and I will take their life if necessary for their opinions. But I'm the sweetest, kindest narcissist there was. There's nothing wrong with me. I've done nothing. All I did was just post my feelings. All I did was post what I seen on the MSDNCs. Girl, please. We are tired with you. You're tired. You seem tired of life. We're tired of you.
Done bit me in the ass because I just got let go from my job for my TikTok. I guess my boss saw the TikTok, so I'm on my way home right now. So I guess.
Well, that was short and straight to the point. You know what I mean? There's a difference sometimes between different demographics. White liberal women is going to give you a mouthful. That brother said, well, looks like I got fired from my job, so I'm on my way back home now. Yeah, try to explain that to the wifey. Dear wife, the reason why I will not be able to pay the mortgage, I still got the southern. The reason why I will not be able to pay the mortgage is because I'm an idiot and I have darkness in my heart. The end.
Today I got fired from my job. I'm a real estate agent, and I got fired because something that I post in Instagram, and they called me to the office and they asked me to remove everything, which I
Wait, why are none of them just saying what it is they posted? Why is that the trend? I mean, they had no shame in posting these celebratory videos of a man's assassination. Had no problem at all. But yet, on the other side of unemployment, we have no mention of why you are in this position. Zero accountability.
did. And after I removed the post and the picture that I put, I was told that I no longer working for the company. And all this is
Bye-bye.
because of my manager, Monica. And she's the one that created all this shady scenario. She's the one that pushed for me to
Monica's
lose my
a
job.
hero.
And today,
We love you,
I'm
Monica.
outside my house because I don't have the balls to see my wife and tell her what happened, and my kids.
What I tell? Is this a troll? This is too good. Look at me. Look at this. Look, is this troll? Is this troll? Orale. Okay, so at least he said it. He's like, I ain't got the gonads to tell my wife what the hell is going on. My beloved, I must tell you that I will not be returning back to the family. I have been disgraced to the family. I have moved back to El Salvador. I will put myself in incarcerations because I have been an idiot. I am stupido. So sorry.
And I'm going to tell you the whole story, and I'm going to show you the picture that I put in Instagram, because you need to see that to understand how severe was the problem that we have. And everything started yesterday, that we have an open house, and we have a very big client that has a huge home. It's kind of like a mini mansion. And they gave us the listing to my
So
Yeah, enough yappery.
I was just fired from my job.
Yeah. Okay, to be honest, where do y'all think this one was working here? Just a quick assumption. We got folks with the first lady here. They said IHOP. So, hey, shout out to IHOP. As long as it's legal, good work. Work is work, folks. Work is work. This one right here, where do you think he worked? Right here. That looked like I thought that was a UPS shirt. Nah. What do you think this guy worked right here? Probably faculty and staff at one of these damn woke institutions. This guy, real estate agent. Okay, now where does Big Bethany work?
So, yeah. Follow me. I don't know. Like this video, give me a follow, and stay tuned for more content because it is coming. It is coming.
Guys, I have
So I assume that she's gonna look to make a career for herself on social media. And quick comment before we get into the next video. This is one of the best things to happen to these aspiring TikTokers, because a lot of them got themselves in this situation because they put something on TikTok in the first place, and now of course they have to keep us updated on every tear they shed. So yeah. Here's the thing. As incredible an idea as it sounds, that you're just going to make a couple videos and things are going to happen. Yeah, it turns out that in most cases, if you do want to make a career of something like this, first you have to have something of value, right? People have to want to tune in for a reason, right? Which it helps to be a sane person. There's a lot of insane people who do it, but also there's insane people have an insane work ethic. So, I can just look at this individual here and know that in the next 7 breaths, they're naturally going to give up, let alone having to, maybe post 1,000 videos before you get paid for one, like this side over here. You know what I mean? At least 1,000 videos posted and multiple platforms, etc., before having any real traction. And all of a sudden you can actually make a living off of this. Yeah, it turns out that the old capitalism thing requires work. And so when you have a commie mindset, the communist mindset, it's probably not going to work for you. You're going to need to do something to get the results. So yeah, this one is directly to the unemployment line. Unless she does one of those pages where she like, what do they call it? Mukbang, like eats on camera. Then otherwise, I don't know what other line of work she'll have online. Or they, excuse me. Excuse my English.
Yeah. Follow me. I don't know. Like this video, give me a follow, and
nervous, are
stay
we?
tuned for more content
My
because it is coming.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
is coming.
Well,
Guys, I haven't made videos like this, but I just got let go from the University of Florida as an employee.
Oh no.
Didn't tell me why.
Oh no. No?
There's all sorts of things I have to do now.
Uh-huh.
But in the meantime, while I'm looking for a new job, there will be some more sim racing content, it looks like, and possibly more
Another
Japanese content while I go
aspiring
to class.
social media. What? More what content?
So things I have to do now. But in the meantime, while I'm looking for a new job, there will be some more sim racing content, it looks like.
Oh, more sim racing content. Yeah, that's exactly what we need right now. We need that. Well, at least, truth be told, it would be better that you do that than whatever else the hell you're doing in your life. You know, maybe a little bit of work and having to build something from nothing will teach you the valuable lessons that, you know, Charlie was trying to teach you.
Possibly even more Japanese content while I go to class. Stay tuned.
So everybody, I want to take a little quick second to say something about everybody that was celebrating the other night or the other day about the issue. I just had a phone call and it was a good.
Charlie Kirk was assassinated in cold blood in front of his children and his wife. That's the issue.
Friend of mine, and she was bawling her eyes out, squalling.
Squalling.
She has lost her job. She got fired.
Nice.
Somebody had sent a video of her in a open group room similar to what this app offers, and had her and a bunch of friends of hers celebrating what had happened.
Oh, no.
And they had, I guess, clipped it somehow, filmed it and sent it into her employer because they knew who she was. And the employer has terminated her for her words, even though that's part of our freedom of speech.
Oh. You know, this ain't Eminem right here. This is Skittles, right? Not Eminem, but Skittles with the fake jewelry on. Oh, no. Okay. So, we got time today? You guys see the time? We've got time today. We've got plenty of time today. Yeah, see, here's the thing, Skittles. Freedom of speech is what Charlie Kirk stood for, lived for, and tried to get the rest of us to embrace. Rest of y'all to embrace. That maybe we could have a conversation and get to see what we actually believe on each side. Maybe we come to an agreement, maybe we don't. We don't have to agree, but we can be civil. He tried that approach throughout his entire natural born life. That was freedom of speech. Now, freedom of speech does not equate to freedom from consequences. This is a consequence. I don't want to hear freedom of speech ever mentioned in respect of this specific subject here ever. I never want to hear it again. I have heard reaches. This one is different. Freedom of speech? Really? That's the argument here? Come on, Skittles.
Like, how far else is it going to go? And now they have blackballed her on that. And then you're reading these politicians are talking about, because you got to remember the right's in power right now. So talking about, free speech as in celebratory of hate crimes.
You guys, you guys took away people's entire living. I'm not even going to get into 2020, 2021, 2022. I'm not even going to get into that. You guys doxed people's family members, lied to police enforcement, having them come in these people's homes armed. You guys took away public discourse by shutting down from everyday people to the former president of the United States. Couldn't even have an account on one of these damn platforms. And you want to talk about what? It's been one-sided. I'm not calling for perfection on this side of the aisle, but I'm not going to BS it either. If we don't come to wake up to that point, or we don't, stop these people from gaslighting us, or stop ourselves from being gaslit, right? If we don't stop ourselves from being gaslit and say, no, wait the hell on, no, you're not about to use that one. I'm sorry, buddy, but yeah, no, that's a lie. Y'all shut down free speech every single step of the way, to the point where you literally assassinated the figurehead of free speech in the modern world. Y'all did that. And y'all cheered it on. Skittles. You know why I can call you Skittles? And you can call me whatever the hell you want. You can call me 10 Ways Till Tuesday. I don't care. That's your freedom of speech. But as soon as it gets into the arena of violence, as soon as it gets into the arena of trying to use the judicial system against your political opponents, they try to nail our president using the courts. And now we're actually doing something about the whacked out leftist ideology that has taken so many of y'all as its essential possessions, because you all are possessed at many different extents, right? The possession spectrum. Some folks are full blown gone, like your buddy was, who put that video up or who put that post up. But we're not about to do that. We're not going for the gaslighting anymore. We're not even going to pretend like you want a civil conversation, because you don't. The ones who do, they don't consider themselves as a liberal. They consider themselves as somebody who simply wants to know. And after seeing what happened a couple days ago, anybody who still considers themselves as in allegiance with that has chosen their side.
Things like that can start to be prosecuted. Actions taken as you losing your employment, being blackballed against, everything on social media, because they don't just have your email address. These people have your IP address. These people have the information from your device. You have a GUI number on that device as well. And so they know. That's why if you get a verification, if you go log into a different account from another computer, they give you that double step of verification. They know which device you're on. So all of that stuff's got to do is get subpoenaed or somebody filming stuff. So she lost her job for making fun of what happened the other day. And
can't even say it.
So guys, you got to be careful what you do. Got to be careful what you say, because there are, unfortunately, consequences, just like what they were talking about. So take it what you will, take the video how you will. Just be mindful that this person had lost her job because of her reaction to what happened. Y'all have a blessed day.
This dude is trying to help y'all. And you know what these fools are going to do? You know what these fools are going to do? They're going to cuss him out because they turn on their own. They don't have an own, actually. It's all selfish. It's all self-aggrandizing. It's about me having significance and importance and acceptance. Does everybody love me? Do you all see me? Look at my virtue signal. Do you hear me? I am lunatic. Hear me roar. That's what this is about. This is probably the most sane out of y'all. And still his ideas are whacked out and disingenuous and short-sighted and one-sided. Y'all have used the fullest extent of everything. Y'all almost took our president's life. But now you touch God's appointed. Oh, it's finna get ugly. And this ain't no call to any of that type of stuff. Your livelihoods. Oh, so when we said a boy's a boy and a girl's a girl, we got to lose our jobs, huh? Yeah? When we said something about them putting foreign objects into our bodies forcibly, otherwise we would lose our jobs and our children will be pulled from their schools. When you took our children from us and you chemically castrated them, we had to sit back and take that. I know we were here for the kiki moments, but we're in wartime right now. They told us, they alerted us. We were asleep at the wheel. They let us know what this is. This is a spiritual war. Okay.
Charlie, his family, prayers. That's all I got.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
Oh, really?
If you'd have been there.
So I can't play out the rest, but I can play this out.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that
they think for themselves,
the type of friends who
the
would
audacity.
live together someday after college and like stay in touch no matter what. And I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions.
Okay, this is a younger lady, and again, everybody has a second chance. We've probably got more than a few in our lives. You and I, right? We have done some things in our lives that, damn, we got away with that, and still, there's enough grace on our lives for us to still be here, sane. So I am going to give this moment right here a little bit more of its gravitas as we come to a conclusion. This young lady is so blinded spiritually, mentally, emotionally. She is spiritually bankrupt to the point where she can't even see the contradiction in how her friends, a majority of her friends, who I'm guessing are just regular, normal people with humanity still intact, are, let's say, calling her out for her comments around a innocent man whose life was taken from him. Father, husband, man of God, first and foremost. She can't see that the people who she claims have saved her life on multiple occasions, that they're in this situation, they're the good guy and she's a bad guy. I know we hate the idea of the good and the bad. And I know, trust me, I came out of the spiritual woo-woo space, right? The new age, got myself caught back up in that stuff. And there's no weight and no gravitas to it. But there's this idea there's no good, there's no bad, there's no evil. Okay. Then innocent man has his life taken. There's no good or bad, right? So it wasn't an evil act to take his life. It was just, it is what it is, man, right? Is that what that is? So your friends are true friends. They have saved your life in some way. And the worst thing they have done is to have a different opinion than you. Please wake up. Part of my mission now is to carry the mantle really that was on this man. Is to wake the youngsters up. Like, it's looking right at you. And now I get why it says, wisdom of man is foolishness of God, right? Like what we think is wisdom in our own little incubated world, our little ego, is foolishness. You think it is wise to cut off your family members, your friends who love you and are trying to lead you to truth. You think it is wisdom to celebrate the life of, or the death, of a man who looked to bring life into the world. You think that is wisdom. And this is real. Y'all see this. This is a real life panic attack. She has the capacity and the potential to wake up. Maybe this is it.
And I just don't know if I can continue being friends with them because of this. I just don't know I dropped out of school for these people. I started homeschooling because of these people. And I don't know what I'm going to do because we go to such a small school together. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to face them.
There's a very important thing to understand here as well is, this need almost insatiable need to be accepted by the collective and the group. It is part and parcel why these people fall into these ideologies. So this is likely a girl who is around people not really of this ilk, but they still accept her. And she has gone down the internet rabbit holes, in these echo chambers where they're spewing this sort of evil rhetoric. And, now she's become more and more of a leftist. But if she's in a homeschooling group, the likelihood is there's probably some level of conservatism or Christianity, or maybe there's not. Maybe these are just, good old crunchy moms or something like that, right? But usually there's the leanings towards that ideology, or just at the very, very least, centrists. So she's gone far left, and now, she can't fathom how she will glue back in this world. And maybe this was a revelatory moment, not just for them, but for many of us. Right, like my awakening moment came when my own blood brother cut me out of his life for voting for Trump this time around. Imagine that. I didn't say, how dare you for your vote. I do not give a damn who you vote for. We can disagree till the cows come home, and we can share a moment right after. I don't care, or we cannot. I really don't care, genuinely. Because if I believe that I'm in the right, then it's like, what does it really matter anyway, if you believe I'm right? But now, when it's life and death, it kind of matters. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm wishing the best. Genuinely, I do, we got to wish these people the best. We got to wish these people the best. We got to pray for them, wish them well, but that doesn't mean that we allow the behavior to perpetuate. It doesn't mean that we make it okay or, damn near ignore it. It means that we confront it, that we are bold in that, in the same way Charlie was throughout his entire life. You confront it and you're bold. You stand on what you stand on. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till the next time. Peace. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace. Quitters. Where? I've been up for hours, I've been up for days, staring at the ceiling, I've been counting strays, I've been in my feelings, I've been out of mind, I've been getting visions of the other kind. I've been up for weeks, I'm in the count of blessings over count of sheep. I can never be the type to limit when it comes to me. I used to be the pleaser for the people I ain't even need.